1 month. Yes, 1 month away from Canada's crowning jewel, the 160th edition of the Queen's Plates, taking place at Woodbine Racetrack on June the 29th. Welcome back to another edition of DRF Queen's Plate Watch. My name is Jeff Bratt. The Gallop for the Guineas, one of my personal favorite races of the season at Woodbine Racetrack. And one guy that's been tracking the Queen's Plate festivities as we start off with the winter book all the way back in the wintertime to where we are right now is DRF correspondent Ron Gerking. Let's find out if we've had any changes with this top 10 list as we're 4 weeks away.
Yeah, at number 10, we discarded Scattered Strikes, the maiden, after he didn't run very good the other day. Now, the winner of that maiden special weight route was Flawless Bourbon, and it looked like he was headed to the plate after that race, and he got hurt, so he's off the trail. So we went back to the Fury Stakes. We took a look at a couple of fillies that ran 1-2 in the Fury, Cassie Runner, Speedy Soul, and Hasta La Vista Baby, and we decided to go with the runner-up, Hasta La Vista Baby, because she's got some two-turn experience, which Speedy Soul lacks. She's got a run-on pedigree. And if she did happen to run good in the Oaks next weekend, I think Gary Barber and Team Valor, the owners, I don't think they would hesitate to put up $25,000 to supplement her to the plate, because she's ineligible for the race currently, but which is also the case with Speedy Soul. But I think they're both horses that we could possibly see making the plate down the line after the Oaks.
So Hasta La Vista Baby makes it onto the top 10 list. As Ron mentioned, would have to be supplemented for the Queen's Plate. What about the number 2 position right now on the podium? That belongs to Skywire, who ran last weekend. Let's find out what Ron has to say about his performance.
Yeah, Skywire, our number 2. He certainly ran a big race in the Grade 3 Marine. He was against the elements in the race the whole way around, really. The inside was good, and he was wide. He sat at the back of the 5-horse field, maybe 4 lengths off the pace. Pace was slow. The eventual winner, Global Access, sort of sat 3 wide off the leaders and got the jump on Skywire. Skywire came running at him through the stretch, but he couldn't quite catch him. He fell a length short, but it was a really good effort, an 87 buyer. I think it set him up nicely for the plate, gives him 5 weeks off going into the race. And to me, he looks like a real run-on, mile-and-a-quarter type, especially when you consider his pedigrees by Classic winner, a Fleet Alex, a Belmont winner, he was a Preakness winner. His third dam was No Class. It's from that great Samson family of Sky Classic and Regal Classic, and Dance Smartly, Dance Through the Dawn, a couple of plate winners. This horse has all the tools, and I think Cassie has that nice 5-week gap to get him into the race the way he wants him.
As per usual here on the DRF Watch, we like to be interactive with you, the viewers. And let's recap some of the Twitter polls we've had so far in the weeks previous. Our first question was, of course, who do you like in the Queen's Plates? Do you like the winter book favorites? Avies Flatter right there in the mix of things, and not surprisingly, was the top selection there at 41%. We're scheduled to see him coming up in the Plate Trial Stakes. What about shippers? Which of the Queen's Plate shippers did you think would have a big impact in there? Scattered Strikes and the other category, they tied in a dead heat at 34%. So stay interactive with us, and let's take a look at our question for this week. As you know, fillies have done very well in this race in the past. Which filly do you think has the best shot to win this year's Queen's Plate? Desert Ride, Hasta La Vista Baby, Bold Script, or tweet us who your selection is. Next week on the DRF Watch, we will take a look at some marquee races, the Plate Trial and the Woodbine Oaks. Stay tuned to DRF.com for the latest on the road to the Queen's Plate.